Right, so I've updated the details on starnow. I changed the field. I created a web page that has links to all of that information, and I put that in the field that you can have on the ad, where you can link to an outside page. But even that still hasn't come up on the ad, and it just reminds me of something I said. You know, it's just like everyone wants a piece of you. It's supposedly, I don't really know how starnow works. I think you pay if you're an actor and you want the premium service, but for people like me listing ads there, it's free to do that. Free in inverted commas. You know, everyone wants a piece of you. It reminds me of something I read last night about the internet. If you're not paying for it, you're being sold to, and you're being sold, and you're the product. I think, well, maybe that doesn't apply here. I don't know, but they want. I don't know if they're passing on my information, but they don't want me to, or anyone reading that ad, to leave the site, even though it's the links that I had there are pretty important for what I'm trying to achieve, and you know, the info on the film there. So I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And so anyway, look, they've got a help thing, and I've just described the situation to them and emailed that off to them. So hopefully they'll change, but my bet is they won't. I once had a situation with eBay where my account got suspended because my first movie, In My Image, I was selling that. I was just making the DVDs myself and selling it, and in the ad I listed, do you want a DVD minus R or a DVD plus R, because you know the two different types of DVDs, and they just had robots that went through and saw that I mentioned DVD minus R, therefore I'm a pirate, therefore my account gets suspended. And it didn't matter how many times I told them it was my own movie and I had the copyright and I was selling something that I made, they wouldn't reinstate my account, so I just took that out of the ad and it got reinstated, and it's just stupid, basically. So I don't have high hopes with this with starnow. The only other thing I could do is to try and just put a link up, but don't put the HTTP and all that kind of stuff. Just have the text and hope that people work out how to copy and paste it. But the reason why I wanted all of that info there is I want, you know, particularly with the lead role of Amanda, it's quite an intense role, and I don't want people applying who aren't up for it. So I want, because you know, it just adds more time weeding people out. So I want very specific information there. So I don't have high hopes, but we'll see what happens. So maybe if I upgrade, I think I can have a premium account. Maybe if I pay money, they'll let me do it. Who knows? It's all ridiculous. Maybe this guy can help. My hero when I was 6 years old. Okay, bye. Alright, so following day I got a response from the starnow admin, and it basically says, Hi Scott, thanks for promoting your casting call on starnow. You will notice that we have removed your contact details as we don't include them on casting calls for safety reasons. We have a free messaging system set up for you to contact any applicants with your website, email, postal address, links and attachments once they've applied. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I don't really understand that, because it wasn't contact details that I had there. It was detailed information about the film, which I can give them anyway once they apply. But my thinking in having it out there on the board before they applied, it would help them to determine whether or not they should apply, because I'm getting some applicants that actually aren't suitable, and I'm just trying to head that off. And I mean, this is pretty much a form email. I might just whip them out a quick reply, but I don't think it's going to change anything. So now I've got to go through and go through their messaging system and give them all that information, which I couldn't give them beforehand, but they're still getting it anyway now, so I don't know what the point in it all is. Maybe there's some legal thing. Once that person has contacted me, removes any culpability from starnow, as opposed to them seeing the information, but then they're the ones who are actively seeing the information anyway if it was out on the original ad. So I don't know. I mean, the safety thing seems a bit ridiculous to me, but maybe it's just one of those things I've got to do and you just got to live with it. So I'll shoot him a quick email and just say it's not the context I was trying to give him, it was information about the film, but I don't think it'll change anything. So I've got probably about 7 or 8 applicants so far for the role of Amanda. That's the only ad I've put up there. I might just change the ad around a little bit so it fits in, you know, the description of the film, so it fits in with what they allow me to put up kind of, more clearly. This is for when I do the other ads for the other characters. But anyway, so that's it. So look, at least it's happening and we're getting some interest, and I'm going to approach some acting agents and uni courses and things like that as well. So I'm giving myself plenty of time to actually, the deadline is over a month away for this part. So anyway, that's just on the Start Now ad anyway. So I'd like to have the whole thing cast within a couple of months. So here's the email response. There it is, and that's it. More soon. Bye. Alright, so I've just written a quick response. I'm trying to be constructive. Hi Deborah, thanks for getting back to me. I wasn't giving any contact details, but rather linking to documents that explain more about the film, so then the applicants can make a more informed choice as to whether or not they should apply. At the moment I'm getting applicants who aren't suitable, in part because they haven't read enough about the film. So I have to go through and message them individually, as you suggest, but this is very time consuming and makes the process of using your site inefficient. It might be good if you could revisit these rules at some stage, but I'll continue to work within the framework as it is now. So there you go. Look, it's not really anything I'm going to think twice about after this. I still think they ban links not for legal safety reasons, because if they're trying to restrict contact, people have to have contact details to use the site anyway, so it's easy enough to get someone's contact details through it, or just even an email address or whatever, or a phone number or something. All of that stuff is usually quite readily available there, so I don't think they're trying to restrict that. I think they're trying to stop people hopping off their webpage. As far as unsuitable applicants contacting you, I do think that's partly because people aren't reading enough about the film, but also I think it's in the nature of actors as well, and actresses. It's just like throwing mud against the wall and seeing what sticks. They just reply to all sorts of things and hope that they're suitable. But my ad clearly says the playing age is 17, or the character's 17, and I'm getting people who just don't look like that age at all. So it's, all of that's not to do with Star Now, but this particular thing, if I could have had more information about the film out there, would have been useful. So now I've just got to go through and message them all with all those links as well, I guess. But or maybe just the suitable people. But anyway, look, at least something's happening. I'm getting some applicants, people are talking about it, and we'll just kind of work within the confines of what this particular service offers. But then I'm looking outside here anyway to find the person as well, so we're not just limited to this. So everything's good. I've given them a bit of constructive feedback. It's up to them if they use it or not, and I'll just keep on going. So there, bye.